In 1994, an earthquake shook the Los Angeles area. This caused a widespread blackout throughout the city, and as the residents go outside to look for damage around their properties from the earthquake, some would look up and be astounded by what they saw. A dark, clear sky filled with hundreds of thousands of stars, which none of these people have seen before, and many were scared of what they saw. Multiple 911 calls were made from scared residents because not many have seen such things in the sky before. This example is one of the unintended consequences stemming from the invention of the simple light bulb. Light pollution has become more widespread throughout the years and progressively gets worse year by year.
My name is Cade MacArthur, and I'm here at the Mabee Observatory at Bethel College to talk about light pollution. Light pollution is the byproduct of man-made light sources being scattered into the sky above us. Some of you might be saying, well, why does that matter? Well, not only does it inhibit you from seeing more planets and stars in the sky, it also has a biological effect on you and the people around you, and including some wildlife in certain areas. Many scientific studies that have been made in the past 100 years have been made in observatories on the ground just like this. So when light pollution is scattered in the sky, it will alter our data.
But first, let's start on how light pollution is created. Well, obviously it's from light sources from cities and towns, but more specifically, it's light from certain lighting sources that are the culprit for most of the light pollution in towns. And that is lights that are often uncovered on top, or even lights that shine nearly directly upward. Some examples of bad lighting can be found right here on campus. These lights outside of the administrative building that illuminate the building at night do not just shine on the building itself. Some of this light will escape into the space above, causing light pollution to occur. Another example are the tall lamp posts that are not completely covered on top. While these are all small examples, this is all it takes to collectively cause our night sky to fade from view. Here I am sitting on the deck of the observatory looking out south towards Newton. As you can see, the aura of light surrounding the town and the air itself. Light pollution like this, when we'd want to capture something with our telescope, would skew some of the data picked up by the camera. I would like to explain about how our camera works, but it will have to wait for another video as it would take a while. While having lit areas at night is a safety concern for most residents in towns, how could these towns solve not only the light pollution issue, but also the safety concerns for its residents as well? One example here on campus are these lower lamp posts near the library. These lights are covered on top and do not cast useless light into the sky. They shine where they need to light up, and that is it. Scientists have come up with a scale to measure the level of light pollution in the sky, the Bortle scale. This scale has 9 stages of light pollution that we can use to estimate what our sky might look like. It ranges from Class 1, where the sky is untouched by any human light, to Class 9, where it is almost impossible to find more than 10 stars in the sky. Using this map that I can find, you can see that it is nearly impossible to find a pristine sky east of the Mississippi. Zooming into Kansas, you can then see some of the high light polluters like Kansas City and Wichita, and further closer into Newton, where if you click exactly where we are, you can see we boast a Class 4 sky. A Class 4 sky is defined in the scale as obvious light domes covering population centers, and the Milky Way band, while present, lacks most of its structure. Continuing on around the map, it is nearly impossible to find a Class 1 sky near population centers unless you travel to Alaska or near the Grand Canyon in Arizona. But light pollution does more than just hide the sky from us. It also affects us and some wildlife biologically. For us, our bodies rely on the day and night cycle to signal to us when it is time to sleep and when it is time to be awake. When the sky is covered in artificial light, it is hard for our bodies to signal to us when it is time to sleep. This can lead to many issues for us since we need proper sleep to function. This also, as I said, affects wildlife, which have depended on the sun and moon for some of the same reasons. Some wildlife use the moon to navigate, such as sea turtles. When sea turtles hatch, they look for some of the brightest light in the sky they can find at night, which for millions of years used to be the moon. But now it's the street lights near the beach where they're attracted to. So instead of going to the ocean like they're supposed to, it's not rare to find them going away from it, chasing the light from the street.
That is about all I have here for you guys today. There are no new current announcements for an open house at the observatory at this time, but we are planning on having at least 2 more before Christmas break. Be sure to look out for more videos like this announcing our open house events, and I will see you all next time in the Mabee Observatory right here at Bethel College.